Alright, so for this session, I'll get guys in a group of 8, and then future leaders just kind of watch and see what happens, and then we'll go from there. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Alright, so starting from the top, a team comprises of the leader, 2IC, sniper, gunner, grenader, medic, a rifleman, and a demoman. So generally from there you'll split up into 2 different teams. Alright, yeah, so the assault team would comprise of the 2IC, rifleman, demo, and grenader, and the rest of the members would become the support team. So that would be the lead, the sniper, the gunner, the medic. And then from there you split into 2 more, teams of 2. So the 2IC and demo will link up, and the rifleman and the grenader will link up. And that, as your assault team, is nice and small and light, while the lead team kind of hangs back and provides cover. So that's why you get the sniper for sniper cover, the gunner for suppressing fire should they need to bug out, and the medic for revives. The support team is the last team to die and should always be kept safe. So if we could group up and grab classes as that, so I'll go as lead for the first one. From my left, Jazzman, do you want to go sniper?
Sounds good to me, sure.
Relax, can you go gunner?
Yep.
Will, you are grenader?
Yep.
iFly, you're medic?
Yep.
Dave, you could go rifleman? And Lav, you could go demo. So if you, from a patrol mission, the very first person would be the sniper. So can I grab the sniper at the very top? That's where I am. Yep, to my left. And then to the left of him, well behind him, I'll grab the first rifleman. Actually, behind him, can I get the machine gunner behind the sniper, please? And then I'll sit in behind them. And then behind me, can I get the medic? Cool, and then behind the medic will come the demo. Can I get the demo behind the medic? Sure. Can I grab the 2IC behind the demo? And the grenader second last, and the rifleman is the very last person. Yep, so as you can see, the first team is the support team and the rear team is the assault team. This is set up so that the support team will present a defense, the support team will present a defense and the assault team will come through and push through any assault that is required. Also, you should notice that the medic and the demo are in the middle because they are your assets as a team. They're the ones that could help you get out of trouble the most. The snipers at the very front because they could obviously see further with their scope. And your machine gun is second, so support suppressing fire should be contacted at the front. Alright, so if we turn to our right, now we're in a field patrol stance. So you're in line, you'll have one leader to the left and one leader to the right flank. And so should you have to split up, there's a team leader on each side and you're still stuck in your main group. Same deal, if you turn to the other side, this is the same patrol version you should have at any time. Each flank should be each team, and should you have to split up, you'll have a team leader in each one. Alright, I should also note that the order of command is the leader, 2IC, sniper, and then the gunner. Those are usually the most experienced people in the team, and should someone fall, you follow that command structure. Alright, cool, thanks guys, let's hover back over here so it's easier for everyone to hear. Alright, in some situations you'll have a radio person. For our instance, I recommend that the medic also becomes the radio man. So he should pick up a 148, put on channel 1, but do not transmit unless extremely required, and the only thing he usually transmits over the radio is contact, wait out. So when the section gets into contact, the leader doesn't have to switch radios and start talking to command, telling them that something's happening. The medic finds cover, radios command and go call sign, contact, wait out. And then he's going to sit there and try and watch over his team, see how everyone's going. And then should command need a sit rep, the medic steps in until the battle's over, allowing the 2IC and the leader to command their teams appropriately without being interrupted. Any questions with that?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I get to sit back while everyone else gets killed. I like this plan.
Yeah, well, realistically, your medic is the last person to die and the most valuable person, because after the contact, you want him to be able to help everyone else out and get them back on their feet.
I like this guy.
The medic is a bit of a wuss, essentially, but at the same time, he's extremely valuable. And yeah, it's a role I played for a while, and it's a very vital role, so you have to stay alive, if not everything goes to shit. I forgot to mention, the last man is always looking rearward. Even during a contact, he turns around and makes sure that no one's surprising us from the rear.
Yep, makes sense.
During patrols, far left person and far right person obviously covers the flanks as well, so making sure that we don't get flanked. And should we start to get flanked to the right flank, then whoever's the closest commander tells their team to start pushing to the right while the other team pushes forward at the same time to avoid getting sandwiched. Can I get the sections lining up again? Sorry, I'll show you guys one more thing, that fire withdrawal we did the other day. So can I get the teams lining up again? Just come from patrol, and we've reached our destination, and we still believe enemies in front of us, but we've been asked to turn back. From here, because we have a large scale, we're going to slowly push back into two parallel lines. So the very first man is... So sniper, turn around, come to the right side for the start. And I want you to run down to the last person. Yep, so come over here, stop and face the enemy. And then as he was running down to this point, as he passes the second last man now, this second last man will tell the one in front to turn around and go. So generally go last man move, and so my machine gunner will start turning around, start running down. And you'll run behind that last man. And you'll generally run 10 meters.
So Lucky says last man move as he goes past, and iFly will then start running, yes?
Yep, so now Lav move. And then as we get closer to two parallel lines, we're going to do the same thing but in a team formation. So we'll move behind your side last man. So you'll peel to the left now. When you start, you peel to the left to make sure that everyone's still got a view. And then Dave, peel to the left. And then at this stage, I would have been on the right side. Lav, you should have been on the left side. But however, this is the basic setup. And then once we're in this position, we're going to do two-man retreat. So obviously the guy on the right will peel off to the right, and the guy on the left will peel off to the left. And same thing, you keep running backwards. So move. And the third man down is going to say, once he's passed, the third man down will go move to the guy in front of him. So, yep, now the second guy, tell the front guy to move.
Move.
Yep, and then so on and so forth. It's meant to be like a continuous move until we're clear of the threat.
So basically you're just peeling back and you're always having two guys at the front maintaining fire, yes, or?
A-firm.
Roger that.
And because you were in a line initially, yep, so you guys could stop and move back, hover back together. It's really hard to explain without my hand, so excuse me for my weird word.
Oh, you're doing well, man.
Yeah, so the whole aim of that is to have as many people looking forward at the same time, while everyone else is covering them. And then once the very front man is ready to go, he turns around and goes and sets up at the back. Depending on terrain, you want about 10 to 20 meters, but not too far, because you don't want people waiting too long in a very bad situation. And again, you stick to your team side, so then if you do need to peel off or spread out or do something, you've got your team ready to go. Any questions on that?
Alright, so
So if you're in a team of 4, again, you split up the teams of 2. So me in the support group, I will have the medic in my team, and then the sniper and gunner are another team. Alright, so with the assault team being the 2IC, rifleman, demer, and grenader, the 2IC and demer will stick together because they obviously don't want to die, so they want to make sure they're covering each other, while the rifleman and grenader assault certain compounds. So, is there a building nearby we could look at?
At night, maybe we'll find out, Blake. Wink. Wow, it's been a good time.
Anyone or just...
yeah, just anyway. So this is the general assault team. So my very front person is now my grenader. The number 2 is demo. The number 2 is rifleman, and my rear is grenader. Demo. So I'm getting my words mixed up. So again, the rifleman and grenader are one team in front of me. For now, I'm going to call them red team. And me as commander and the demo or the medic, they're my rear. We are the command element, command team. So as we approach this building to our right, the red team is going to go in and start searching the building together and always within contact of each other. So let's move forward until we reach the door.
Alright, before he enters, I'm going to look down the road this way. Demer and medic's going to look the other way. Good. And once we've all set up, they're going to breach. And when they breach, they're going to clear it together, up and down, saying clear every time they clear the room and clear the level. So red team, go.
Breaching. Going right.
Left
Ground floor
room.
clear. Going upstairs.
Left room clear.
Left upstairs clear.
Coming up.
Alright, breaching door.
Just saying.
Going left.
Going
Left
right.
clear.
Hey, you're fucking
Right,
right, so who cares?
Hey Nash, you probably should have waited till, because you noticed you went up on your own.
Oh, okay.
You want to wait until you've got Alan to go up with you, so you've got someone to back you up or pull you out.
Sounds good.
Or Steve.
Yeah, so if we start hearing gunfire inside, this is when Demo moves to a better position of cover,
Let's go inside.
which is generally over here. So then he doesn't get assaulted from his rear, but he's still also maintaining our exit if we do need to run out real quick. And this is when the 2IC goes inside to assess the situation, or the team leader goes inside to assess the situation. Who's dying. Should there be contact outside, team leader would go contact outwards or contact outside, or somehow let everyone know that there's a contact outside. At that point, if the building is clear, the guys outside will run inside for cover. If the building is not clear, we will start to regroup wherever there's a clear floor. So if the bottom floor is clear, we'll regroup inside, and then we'll push to clear the rest of the building, while as many as we can still have an outwards face, so we could clear the prevent anyone from entering the building. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Roger.
Yep, so the best priority is to try and clear the building, but also maintain force in the front if trying to maintain force where the contact is. And then once everything is clear, so whilst we're set up here, so I'll get Demo back outside, and I'll get red teams stay inside for a second. So before we move, team leader's need to check his map. And he's not going to check his map while he's in the middle of nowhere. So once everything's all clear, I'll say, yep, reform outside. So that's when the sniper goes back to the 12 o'clock position, which is down the road, and my rifleman, and yeah, the rifleman will look outwards to where I'm that way. So can I get you guys to move? Red team move out. Yep, sniper or number 1 rifleman, I want you in front of, move further right.
Who's sniper?
Relax though, relax, I'll get relax to be my sniper, so move forward in front of me so you cover me that way. Yep, cool, so we got a bit of an all-round defense while I quickly check the map to see what we need to do. And then, so the next thing we need, so our next target is the building behind everyone on the other side. So if you guys turn around, that's our next target. So we're going to try and move there as a team. So once we're set, red team move towards Rook House to the left. Go. And once they start moving, we're going to start covering them, and we're going to follow them slowly. Maintaining distance from them, should they be hit or should an ID go off, that we don't get blown up at the same time. And once they've stacked up, again we're going to try and maintain a perimeter and maintain their exit.
4, fall back.
And then once they're ready to go, I'll go red team go. And once red team is given the clearance to clear the building, they've got the radio, so they could talk amongst themselves on to what they need to do. So red team go.
Breaching. Going right. Right clear. Left clear. Building clear.
Cool. Red team regroup. Any questions on clearing buildings and approaching compounds?
That makes sense. So the support team's somewhere where they can overwatch, is that right?
If it's a 4-man team,
Oh, okay, yep.
the support team will maintain a full perimeter, so they'll take somewhat of each corner. You'll have 4 people outside, and then 4 men will breach the 1 compound. So considering that we've played around with 4-man teams, I thought we'd go this way first, and then if we could do an 8-man team assault afterward.
Okay, that sounds good, sorry, yep.
So if you want to, right now we can quickly go through an 8-man team. 8-man team you'll use
4,
mainly for
rally up.
2-story buildings, where 1 team will clear bottom, and another 2 men will go up top to clear the second level at the same time.
Yep.
Any questions on that?
That makes sense. So like the support team would move in and create a perimeter as the assault team assaults the building.
AFO.
Okay, that's cool. Makes sense.
The support team's got your main leader, and you want him to stay outside of the conflict so he stays alive, as well as the medic.
Awesome.
Any questions on those so far?
All good.
Alright, let's talk about moving up and down a sealed road. So for this, we'll use the 4-man team again. So I'll get my red team on the left side of the road and the demo on me in my rear.
4, fall back.
When you're moving around, try to maintain at least 10 meters from each other, because
The man. I like Yeah. Fire!
There's still time, sir.
Alright, we're ready to go?
Give me a raise.
Alright, yeah, sorry about that.
That's cool.
Yeah, so when you're patrolling, you want to keep at least 10 meters between each other. More so that the enemy doesn't realize how many people are coming through, and as well as that if a grenade drops, 10 meters shouldn't affect the whole team, it should affect only that one poor bastard who's it aimed at. Who died?
Oh, they got
Dave.
disconnected.
You'll be missed.
Dave.
He'll be missed. Salute him.
Okay.
Everyone salute him.
Bye, Dave. I'm gonna have your wallet.
Alright, just get ready.
Alright, so we're lining up on a street. So I've got my red team again on the left side, and my demo behind me.
Beach is filming. Ignore Beach, he's coming in.
Yep, so always my red team would lead, so they'd be up in front of me at least 20 meters from the last man, so push forward a bit more, guys.
Yep, cool. Stop there. I'll be about here. whoever's in my team would move further back just that little bit. And every time we stop, last man turns around, lovely. Lead man would look forward. The second man would look to the likely threat of flank. So if the threat's coming from the left side, he'll look left. If the threat's possibly going to come from the right, he will look right. My job is to look at the less likely flank, just so I've got time to coordinate and not be too stressed out about what's around me. And then if we move up, so as we patrol, keep going. Depending on the ROE and situation, we could just do a casual walk. I don't know how to do casual walk, but we can do casual walk. Or we can move fast, guns up. Alright guys, stop there, bring it in. Alright, so if it's an 8-man team, it's the same setup. You'll have the assault guys on the left and the support guys on the other side. And then obviously the assault team is always going to be forward, while the support goes at the back, just in case something goes wrong. Commander doesn't die too quickly. But if you're going to assault just the one building and not doing a patrol, you will go back to your standard formation with the support teams up front and the assault teams behind. So when you're approaching the compound, the support team sets up a perimeter straight away, and the assault team will come through the middle or through the guts of the support team and then assault the compound. Any questions with that? Rog, so I'll get 7 more guys on me. We're going to go just up that hill and we'll approach this compound. So can I grab 7 more guys with me, please? And the rest of you guys could wait down here and just watch what we do.
Yep.
And then once the
Can you say sniper again, sorry? I'm going up to the door.
No, sniper goes to the farthest corner on the compound on the road. Oh, sorry, sniper's going to stop at the first corner and turn around and cover R6 as we move forward.
Yep.
While the machine gunner pushes forward to the furthest corner. Alright, so when we go in, when assault team goes in, the 2 riflemen and grenadier will push in, scan the bottom, and start making their way to the top. Once the entrance is clear, the number 2 IC and the demo dude will start clearing the bottom floor, and you move that way in pairs. Make sure you keep an eye on each other. If you hear shots fired inside, the lead man drop to a knee to allow your number 2 or the man behind you to shoot over the top of you. Do not stand up until everything is clear. Once it's clear, stand up and keep pushing. Any questions?
Makes sense.
Alright, so when I give the command, we're going to move. I'm going to say assault compound, and that is the word to go, and we'll just keep moving forward. Nothing's going to be said. All I'm going to hear is assault team stacked, and then I'll give you guys cleared to go inside, and then you push inside. Any questions? Alright. Let's move out. Assault compound. Move. Yeah, no need to run. Just maintain a steady pace throughout this whole thing so we maintain formation. Who's that next to the medic?
Stacked.
How many are stacked? I see 3 stacked. Where's your 4th member? Will, get with your team.
In here, son.
Alright, you're not stacked yet? Now you're stacked. Ready to go.
Front of the window.
Assault team, go.
Door left.
Alright.
Pull up.
Bang, you're dead.
Clear.
Yeah.
Go up. Upstairs. Top floor. Clear right.
Top clear.
Clear. Top clear.
Top
Yep,
clear,
again,
sorry,
before you come out.
So all clear inside yet?
Yep.
team regroup. So during this, you guys will come out and embed yourself in between each of us. So obviously the first man will go to the furthest point, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And then when we start to move, the sniper is the first one to move, and we're going to push down the road and slowly go back into position. So I go team, move out. So sniper, let's go.
Which way?
Yep, we're going to continue down where we came from, so towards the airfield now. And obviously the last man is going to look to our rear,
Machine gunner.
whoever's the last man.
Yep.
Gonna move. Then I'm going to move, medic's going to move. And we're slowly going to fall out as we just came in. Cool, and that's how you move off from that situation with an 8-man team. Any questions with that?
What was that bit in the middle when we're putting ourselves back in the middle of the assault team is getting back
Three.
outside?
Form
Like,
on
where are we
me.
supposed to sit out there?
Are you meant to go
So-
like 1 for 1, or are you just filling any gaps?
You're just filling any gaps at the moment. It's just
Okay.
getting everyone outside of the building ready to move again.
So you're counting how many people have fallen out so that you know where you're going.
Yeah, essentially.
Righto.
So I don't have to count how to go out. As once someone goes in front of me, because I was the second last person, I know that everyone's already out.
Righto.
Right, back in the game.
Alright, let me sit down.
Come on, try to.
That's Will. That's not Will.
Oh my god, this is fucking hard.
What's wrong with it? Probably. Oh, I wish I could see now.
That's why I decided to start getting